Hello and welcome to another week's edition of the Weekly Wallet Review Show. Both wearing our matching white shirts today, looking very professional. And we had a good week last week with just the two winners. Dahul, which was a good win.
Was.
Patient owners.
Yeah, no, she's a nice filly. She won with a bit of class. And she'll win a few more races on that run.
And Tivoli Street.
Yeah, another well-deserved win for the Maheen family. He won with a bit of authority as well after having a number of placings prior to that. He was ridden quietly by Tom Berry, back last in the field of 6, and soon rounded them up and come away for a nice win.
Yeah, we had a very exciting Monday morning with the likes of Who Shot the Barman trialling on Monday.
Yeah, there's a few there. Charlie, yeah, coming through. He trialled very well. Kinema, Life Less Ordinary, and the old girl, Winks.
Yeah, yo Matt.
Yeah,
she went good, hey?
She did. Far from old Charlie. She's dead set flying. She's come back well. As good as she's ever been anyway, and all the reports from Huey, track riders and ground staff suggest that she's in great shape. So look, realistically, she's had a she's had a few race starts now, but the last 18 months we've certainly looked after her so that we can get to this next stage of her career and be just as influential as she has been in any part of her career. So looks like she's come back well.
No, she blew over anyway, so well done, Chrissy. We'll go straight to Rose Hill, where we start off in the first with impressive last start winner D'Argento.
Yeah, he was a good winner, and the rating of the race rates well. Might have only been in Newcastle, but 2-year-olds, when they find the right races, can end up in some very strong form lines behind them. So I think that Newcastle race will hopefully be a race to follow.
Yeah.
And
the distance, any concern?
Not with Hugh Bowman aboard. I think he'll get the horse to switch off perfectly. From a genetics point of view, I'd say it's going to help him, by so you think. So not really Charlie, and as you know, his 2-year-olds are pretty versatile. He's had that first up run plus a couple of trials prior to that, so he should be seasoned and ready to run.
Okay, in race 3 we have Cosmic Engine, barrier 4, Glyn Schofield.
Touch disappointing last start after winning his 2 runs prior to that. Can't fault him at home. I think he'll appreciate getting onto the bigger track, and he's certainly dropping in weights. The last 2 races he carried big weights. In this race he's around the
57.5.
Yeah, so he'll appreciate that, and a good draw, big track, big help.
Okay, we also have a Woke who's in 2. She's in this race and also at the last where she's drawn.
Yeah, another last start winner. Good to see her back with a bit of confidence again, because this time last year she was either winning or running second to Fox Play. I think they shared it around a couple of times. Yeah, so hasn't quite gone on to do what Fox Play's done, but she clearly went missing, and it looks like she's come back well. So I'd expect her to run well whichever race we decide, and we have a slight leaning towards the 3-year-old race.
Okay, into race 6 we have a strong lineup here. We have Encostaline travelling up from Melbourne, barrier 4, Glyn Schofield.
Yeah, he's a last start winner at Flemington and just run out of options down there. So the beauty of the 2 stables is means he can keep racing. So he had a jump out last Friday just to keep his fitness levels up and run well on Saturday on the good track.
We also have Vassal third up, barrier 1.
His first 2 runs were in Melbourne for the prep. Likewise run out of a race down there, so he comes up here, starting to edge his way back to good form. He's had little to no luck in those 2 lead-up runs, so expect him to be showing us something on Saturday.
Yeah, 4 Carat, he'll appreciate the step up and trip.
Yeah, second up, 2,000 metres. He's probably still 1 run away, and even appreciate a bit further, but he seems to have come back well, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And Zorkan, he's had a good prep. He's third up, rock hard fit, barrier 8.
Yeah, been a frustrating prep. He's had to have gaps between runs, just little things, nothing serious. Horse is in good shape now. He's another one that had a jump out last Friday at Flemington, travelled up I think Sunday night, arrived here Monday, settled in well. Last start winner.
Second place go.
Yeah, second to Strike. Who was it?
Not Strike Room.
No. Chestnut horse of Cook's colours. Soviet Courage. Last prep, and yeah, he's a good horse this, and Hugh Bowman's aboard fighting out the premiership.
Okay, we also have Ashcan barrier 10, 53.5.
Yeah, draw makes it a bit awkward. He ran over 2,000 last start, but I think he was only second up, so third up. So fourth up after a very long spell. He should be getting to his best fitness. I would say he'll need a little bit further, but you never say never once a horse like him gets fit, so he's ready to improve.
And last but certainly not least, Vaucluse Bay Corey Brown, 53 kilos.
Yeah, he's entered for Melbourne as well, but drawn the car park down there, so he'll stay in Sydney. He did win at Rosehill 2 weeks ago. Races against the older horses, but I think as you pointed out earlier in the week, Charlie, in a week's time he'll be a 4-year-old himself. So he gets into this race really well with the lightweight, good jockey and Corey Brown aboard.
Okay, into the Winter Challenge 1500 we have El Lou, Glenn Schofield, barrier 9.
Came very close to winning a listed race last start. This is just an extra, I think, 150 metres, so should be right up her alley. Has drawn a bit wide. Glenn knows her well. Late in the day, they might be getting off the fence.
And Leopari, last start winner, barrier 11.
Yeah, he's drawn awkward, obviously. He gets back and charges home. He get away with it in lesser races. Whether he can get away with it in a listed race and win is yet to be seen. And obviously Hugh Bowman's had the key to him in most of his runs, winning runs. Brenton Abdullah hops aboard, obviously fighting out the premiership with Huey. We'll see if Brenton can get this horse to work as well as Huey has over the past few starts. So awkward gate, need a bit of luck, but he's a handy horse.
Okay, then into the next we have Sonic Swish, barrier 11, Brenton Abdullah.
Yeah, wide gate obviously is a concern. He needs to get cover, otherwise he over races, so we'll just be hoping that there's plenty of speed on. If there's speed on, it'll give him a chance to settle with a couple behind him, relax and finish off. If there's no speed on, it'll be hard for him back there.
Okay, and into the last we have Awoke, who we've already touched on, and Labdian, drawn barrier 16.
Yeah, awkward gate. She found form again last start on a better track in a similar race. It's a perfect race for her if she can overcome that draw. So again, just needs a touch of luck from the wide barrier. See how she finishes off over concluding stages.
Okay, we'll just head up to Doomben quickly, where we have just the one, Loophole.
Yeah, he's gone up there hoping for a bit of an easier race. He's ended up with a top weight in an open race, so clearly there's a little bit of depth lacking in the Queensland staying races that we'll endeavour to take advantage of over the next few weeks with a few out of form horses. You can't go up there with just rubbish because you'll get beaten out of sight, but Loopholes, he deserves a trip up there. He's been a good horse to the stable. Had he had a lighter weight, I would have been pretty confident with his chances with the switch around to a lesser grade. He arrived up there early in the week and he's been on his toes and nice and fresh, so that's always a good sign when you're trying to get a horse revigorised.
Okay, now head down to Melbourne. We have Prescott, who just needs one more scratching and then he'll gain a start, barrier 17.
Yeah, wide draw. I don't think he's going as bad as his form reads. His form reads terrible, but he's had little luck go his way. He's better than that. His work's been as good as you can get through the week, so let's hope we can see him bounce back and at least attack the line.
And into the 1200 metre race we have Rachel, barrier 2, big weight,
yeah,
60 kilos.
Good run last start. She's drawn much better on Saturday. Should get a nice run with Damien Oliver aboard. If she could settle sort of midfield or appear closer, I think she'll be really hard to beat.
Okay, into the next we have Wyanka, Craig Williams, barrier 4.
Yeah, his run was excellent the other day. He just got caught wide. He's drawn perfectly on Saturday to bounce back to winning form. He's a good horse, follow him.
Okay, and finally in Costerline, he'll definitely head to Sydney.
Yeah, definitely come to Sydney.
Okay, well that's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen.
See you later.
Have a lovely weekend.